because at the end of the day, if we don't step up, who's going to do it? And I couldn't stand by and watch what's going on. So I'll put you over to Will, which will I'm sure he'll he'll fill you in a little bit of from his side.
Hi everyone. So like Lou says, I'm Lou's partner and I got involved with the team because Lou set it up. So I wanted to support her and use some of my past experiences to be able to help Lou formulate a good team and start to do the absolutely amazing work she's already doing. I've got a little bit of experience in humanitarian aid work. I did 15 years in the Royal Navy. And as part of that, you know, we built things like orphanages in Sierra Leone. We did disaster relief efforts. We did humanitarian aid in war-torn countries, as well as a bit of time serving in Afghanistan and Iraq as well.
Thank you. And we're going over to Lviv University now, where we're really lucky to have Dvinka and Yuri. So tell us how you got involved in this, and maybe tell the students what you're studying as well at university.
My name is Yuri. I am a third-year student of political science at the Ukrainian Catholic University in Lviv. Unfortunately, I got involved in war because it started in my country, so it looked as if I have no other options rather than started volunteering and helping people. I remember, you know, the 24th of February, that was 6 a.m. in the morning. My mom came into my room and said, "Yuri, wake up, the war began." You know, and that was the two words that crushed my worldview at all. As a political science student, as a Ukrainian, and from that moment, together with my friends, we have been volunteering together with a charity organization, Ukrainian Students League. We are organizing supplies from Lviv to other regions in Ukraine that are on the front line. So we are helping our civilians and our military forces to be supplied with everything necessary so that we could win this war. Yeah. And Zvinka?
My name is Zvinka. I'm 18 years. I'm studying in the first grade of business economy in Kyiv School of Economy. Yep, and like 24/7, I'm involved in all this volunteering stuff because it is also my country, and I just can't do nothing because I know that lots of my people dying, lots of my people are bombing now actually. I wake up, my sister called me, I was in Kyiv, my sister called me at 5:23 a.m. and said, there's bombing in your country in Kyiv. I think, what is a joke? It can't be real. But then I came to the window and I saw the like bomb. It was it was like bomb. Yep. And I understand this war began, and I should move in Lviv, and then I start my volunteering stuff. So from the second day of the war, I'm volunteering. Yep.
Incredible. I think it's really powerful when you hear the personal testimonies that you've given, which is fantastic. And
well, what we expected when we went over there is exactly what the news was portraying. You know, really busy border, people coming over with not a clue of what they were going to do, where they were going to go, and basically to make sure that everybody was fed, given support, and given the direction that, you know, they wanted to go in, whether they stayed in Poland or they went to a different country, which is where Mo, unfortunately she can't be with us today, but where Mo comes in, and you guys, and that was matching families from the UK to obviously refugees from Ukraine. Unfortunately, you know, feeding people was great, but big companies, you know, they stepped up. We've got pizza places there, we've got Italians, we've got all sorts of people. World Kitchen is there. Yeah. Everybody is well catered for. So that part of things only lasted, I would say, no more than a week. And we realized that what we needed to home in on was actually people in Ukraine, not refugees necessarily once they arrived. Yes, absolutely, the refugees for, you know, finding homes in the UK, Germany, France, wherever. But our concentration right now is obviously homes here in the UK and matching families, but also people in Ukraine, the front line, getting aid through to trusted people as well, because that's really important. Because as we discussed earlier on, although there's the most beautiful hearts that have come out in all this, there's also the evil in the world who will try and profit off war. And that's been very difficult in getting trusted people that we can make sure that the aid that is delivered to us gets through to the right places in Ukraine.
Yeah. The key thing to sort of mention is we went out there with a set plan to feed people and everything else, but the situation's very fluid and the need changes on a day-to-day basis.
Just give the students a sense of what the need is now in terms of, what are you putting in the back of those lorries?
Okay, so in terms of go on.
If you would like to get to know exactly how living in Lviv is right now, it's just more like that.
Do you have to go?
No.
Well, we are somehow in a basement, so we can continue speaking from here. Yeah, but just to see that it's not like a Hollywood movie, it's just a real war in Ukraine. So some nice sound for you.
Guys, just make sure that you're safe.
Yeah, we are.